Good morning, good morning. Welcome to yet another developer log with Nix development. Yesterday I managed to basically finally make a virtual machine in Nix. Insisting on using Nix, it took me some more time, but I'm happy with the result now. Today I am going to try fixing my issue with the Nginx. In the meantime, I did some research about alternatives, if something can help me or not with this scenario. But to be honest, I think most of the solutions out there behaving the same. So in the meantime, I'm going to stick with Nginx. But yeah, who knows, maybe in future somebody develops a better solution or I come up with a better solution. Good morning, Andy. Thanks for joining the chat. I am going to also move the chat to the screen so I don't miss the messages. Close this, bring it up over here. I think this is good. So yeah, let's first check if the machine is running. Yeah, and I can SSH into it successfully. Yes. So now first try I'm going to do is do NixOS rebuild. Gee, I need to look it up. NixOS rebuild switch. Yeah, these are the previous commands I were using, and I think I had a test config. So this is the test config, and then here I need to use a separate key, so I'm going to quickly create SSH config to make it simpler for myself. I'm doing it in another screen, so I have some hosts that I don't want to reveal. Port 2022, and the user was test. Close this off, get back here. Now I should be able to SSH into test VM. Yeah, that's successful. And now NixOS revealed switch. Flake is test config, and target host is test VM. Make it reverse. What did I miss? Yeah, actually reverse. I'm using Hyperland, and it works well enough with multi-monitor setup. I think the best experience I had with multi-monitor setup was first i3 and then the other window manager, which is like i3 but is in Python, Qtile. But Hyperland is close to it. I still miss some of the features like monitor placement, basically display placement of the specific programs. I couldn't reproduce it in Hyperland, but it works well enough for me. So, what is the issue here? You must set options bootloader. Yeah, this is correct. What I need to do in the systems and not here. I wanted to go to systems test. What I need to do is basically bring over everything I had for the test Nix. Otherwise, I'm going to lose some of the context there. What is the error this time? Micro VM is not relevant here. So let's do it cleaner to retrieve from the same directory. Let me think, what do I want here? I'm calling this one basic. No. Let's go to the other one, see what do I have there. VMs. The only thing that I don't need here is micro VM, right? But what should I call this one? What I can do is what are the configuration here? There are test setup and firewall setup. Now it's not including what the error is indicating. The way I have double entry of this. Let's run it again. Okay, it's bootloader grub. I think there is a magic thing happening with the micro VM, which I'm missing in this configuration. So what I can do is probably, hopefully, pick it up from here. If there is anything. No. Set up option. So let's see, what do I have in my other project? Inside servers, I have head center default configuration, right? And here I have hardware networking. The rest is what I have, right? And then inside hardware configuration, profiles, chemo guest. this is interesting, but let's pick this up, and I need to check a few things before being able to use it. In the meantime, I'm going to close this off, also this one, and drop it here, right? And then no modules path should be imported. Hopefully it's available in this setup as well. I have not done anything specific there, and I want to pick this up, put it up here. So let's quickly check my blocks. I see NixOS store, I see var. Isn't LSBLK showing the drives? Yeah, but is there any option to show the tree? Print all devices. Okay, I have, oh, this is the device name, VDA and VDB, right? And then the grub is, this is interesting. What do we have in the root directory then? Oh, that's very handy, Andy. Let me see. NixOS generate config. Permission denied. Probably sudo. Thank you for that. Apparently it built something. And then it's NixOS hardware configuration. Yeah, I really got something out of it. Thank you. Let me quickly check. And then here I'm going to maybe like this, I can copy it. So here I'm going to create a test folder, and here put hardware configuration .nix. Yes. And the other one is configuration.nix. Oh, this one is very specific. Interesting. How should I do this? Let's keep it in configuration.nix as well. There are so many comments. Forget about this. Also these, I'm going to have this configuration later on. It didn't pick up my TCP configs, but that's fine. I'm going to rename this to Rux, rename file and buffer, default .nix, and then inside test.nix, I'm going to do test, and also drag the file. Hopefully it can rebuild. You are a lifesaver, Andy. I was confused. How can I find this configuration? So bootloader grub is still giving me the same error. I think I had it right inside test hardware configuration. Oh, file system. Okay, I don't have it, but let's check my system setting. I'm glad hearing that. Please feel free to share your configuration if it's public. It would be interesting to always review others' configuration. What I'm going to check is if I am setting this value anywhere in my config. This is weird. Bootloader grub. Oh, awesome. I think I had it somewhere. Yeah. Look at that. There are some new changes. I'm going to take a peek and hopefully I find some interesting stuff there as well. Thanks for sharing. So grub devices. I'm not using grub on this machine, but let's check out GitHub for this. If anybody is using it, actually I want to do this. Yeah, that's better. So people are setting it to, and for me, SSH test VM is, do I have grub? Yeah, I don't have grub. Why it's asking for it? You must set the option to make system bootable. Let's search for this exact error. Might be the micro VM thingy. Okay, this person is doing the same thing as I am. They were getting this error. File system Oracle ZFS. This system deboot is default. I remember I had to do something. Is that an option? Let's check. NixOS review. Loading. Causes the bootloader to be reinstalled on the device specified by the relevant configuration option. This configuration option is what I'm missing at the moment. I think this command will only trigger. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, that option is missing. That's why it's not working. But here I'm checking this guy's setup, right? There is a file system root, which in their case it's a ZFS directory. For me, it's a tempfs. Shouldn't be a problem. And my bootloader is oh, interesting. Maybe I can just do enable system deboot. Go inside test hardware configuration and put it on top of this one. Still wants to grow up. Why are you talking about this even? To a bare minimum. Let's see, this is a good idea actually. Check ls dev and then no disk by table. I have NixOS store. It's okay, I have two directories. I am hesitating to use their config because somehow this is working over there, but there are stuff that I need to change. Systemd supported ZFS dev now. Let's hide these two. No encryption. TMP cleanup on boot. Kernel module is nothing specific. Init RD. The error is not changing anyways. Why? I don't know. No. Okay, seems like I got stuck on this. The hardware configuration. Let's remove this because I see there are also drop this, right? And then this is similar to what they have. USB head, USB storage, SDI, ACI. These are not the module I need, I think. Virtual block should be fine. I just cannot find the device that is needed for this, but let's try out. Worst case scenario, I will break my machine and I rebuild it, right? So here I'm going to put SSH lsdev, yes, VDA, no, I think LSP, okay. I have VDA, VDB. This is not cool. Did I define any VMs? Yes. So var was what I defined as an interface, right? And then NixOS is there. Where is the actual system block located? I think that's the question I need to ask. devices and volumes is what is mounting there. No diff. What does that mean? Actually, maybe that's a good idea to check it, right? Let's see. Graph dot devices. Are you kidding me? Yeah. The devices on which the bootloader graph will be connected. Alright. Okay. I think it's going to break the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm not even sure if MicroVM is doing it EFI. Let's quickly check. System CPU, SFS, okay. Tap it. System CPU, SFS. List. No. List units. It's not a service, it's a unit. It's not all these services. The machines. PLDR, system CTL. Well, on list units. Okay, let's just run it. NixOS. Worst case scenario, machine the machine will be broken, right? So, hey, 0M codes, or is that an O? I think it's O. OM codes. Good morning. Okay, Andy, seems like it's doing something, but now it cannot connect to the machine. So we broke it, we're good. This is what I'm looking for. I am trying to refactor my many NixOS configuration into one central repositories to run my home lab, my laptops, all of it based on this. Right now, I'm focused on enabling my test machine to basically work as my test bed. However, I'm now encountering some issues with how micro-VM is setting up my machine. I cannot deploy a new configuration of Nix into it. Yeah, that's basically where I am right now. This is not good, because if that directory is read-only, it means I can basically do nothing. Read-only file system. Yeah, it's not really a distribution. It's more of a NixOS system configuration, because yeah, I'm not doing that level of kernel manipulation and stuff like that. Yeah, Zabbix, I only have used it on work, not my personal home lab yet. I doubt that I'm going to use it, but it could be interesting. So the current issue is that I cannot deploy anything. I'm not sure if they have said something like this in their documentation, that I cannot edit deploy via SSH. By running either from package or through system D services, micro-VM tries to support the whole some Nix workflow. Develop and test on your local laptop. They deploy to staging and later to production. Okay, this might be a case of read the fucking manual. Seems like it's possible to deploy Yeah, it depends. You need to give in to this mindset of Nix, and I think you only appreciate it when you have a working setup. So like me, I'm copy pasting a lot around, right? I am not a master of all the details of Nix configuration. There was definitely a steep slope for learning, making it work, right? And then after that, you can appreciate. When you have a working system, you will appreciate how stable it is. So it's like more than 4 years now that I have not installed any of my laptops. I'm going to do it, clean and install on the other laptop as part of this series, but on my day-to-day job, I never needed to do so because I know what is inside my system at the moment right now. So that's something I really appreciate. What I was trying to do is try to see if macro VM command responds to this. No, but Nix run. It's NixOS configuration, the SVM config macro VM deploy rebuild. This flake part I can drop. Then switch was at the end. Target host remove. I hope the other two work. No. Something is happening. Okay, failed to start SSH connection. Could not resolve hostname. Let's see, macro VM -help. Do you have anything? No. And inside this one, once the host has an updated micro VM in it, the new system must be activated for proper state. This script does a bit more in the micro VM than just switch to configuration first. Compared to the running system, for safety reason, the Nix database registration will be imported, which is important. If you build packages into that, the new system is installed. Finally run switch to configuration for the switch. No. Oh, okay. The placement of switch is important now. Copying declarative. Wait, what? Error creating directory .links on read-only file system. This is the same error as I'm getting with Nix deploy, right? Declaring micro VMs. Let's search their repository, GitHub micro VM. And here read only links. Two issues. Just for clarification, this is not the .pm example that runs. No. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, I started Nix about a year ago. It does everything I wanted. Yeah, cool. Easy rollbacks, everything. One for my ham labbing is about, yeah. Also wanted to start a challenge on tech like. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. So I think I need to reconsider my testing approach again. Now the problem is, yeah, at least from what I am reading here in this this thread, the Nix store is in read-only mode right now. But the thing I don't understand is why they are referring to the configuration over here for the deployment. And when I do this, it will fail. The easy interface that is named after NixOS rebuild combines the two scripts described below. First, we evaluate locally and build remotely, depending on whether is mounted and SSH is running in the micro VM. We either run SSH switch as described below. Alternatively, we restart the micro VM system D service on host. Okay, let's jump. Compartmentalizing services in an infrastructure landscape allows us to conduct maintenance individually and without affecting unrelated micro VMs. The micro VM command helps with that. Create a micro VM, enabling micro VM auto start, update a micro VM, list micro VMs, and removing micro VMs. Provided your NixOS host include NixOS Marshall, options are declared. Distinguishes between fully declarative configuration and declarative deployment by allowing you to specify either a full config or just a flake respectively. Fully declarative Frequently asked question, can I support deployment and maintenance of this project? How to centralize logging generally? Can I build with hypervisors from the host Nix package instead of the macro games? Yeah, Andy, thanks for joining. It's the same for me over here as well. I'm going to wrap it up for today and probably do some research around it. I need to refactor this setup for good. Thanks for joining, and thanks for the tip. It helped a lot. See you later. And have a nice day, everyone.